My channel. My name is Sailaja, and in today's video, we will be looking at what is same period last year and how it is compared to parallel period and when do we use which function. Okay, so in the previous video, we had looked at how do we calculate the parallel period function, and we also have this data for this comparison here. So we had tried to calculate the parallel period last month value based on this particular function, and this is how the data has been distributed or spread across the different months for that particular year selected. Okay, similarly I've created another measure based on the last year. So in the same calculation that we've created earlier for parallel period last month, the only change that we have to make is by changing this interval from month to year, and that would give us the parallel period last year value. Okay, so when I've applied this parallel period last year measure that we've created onto this particular table, I see that the entire data is been like it is just showing us the same value, and this is the total sales value for the previous year data. Okay, but our intent is not like this, right? So our intent is that we would like to see the same period like for the previous years for the current month we would like to see the previous year data. So that is what we would like to get here, but instead by using this parallel period we are seeing the last year's entire total sales value being shown up for every month irrespective of that particular uh, distribution, right? So how do we try to fix this? So let's try to use the same period function for this particular scenario. So I will create a measure here. So I'll go back to my table. I'll say new measure, and then I'll give this name as same period last year. Okay, and then I will write the calculation as calculate, because we would have so this expression would return a table, and therefore in order to calculate this we have to use this calculate function. So calculate based on the expression sum of sales. Okay, then we would have to specify, so what we are trying to evaluate here, we would have to get the same period last year's data, right? So same period last year means if I select the current year as 2021, for the same for that particular previous year I'd like to get that records. So for 2021 the previous year would be 2020, so therefore we would like to see that 2020 records being distributed. Okay, so for this we are going to use this function called same period last year, and in order to compute we would have to give the date. So I will specify the calendar date based on which my calculation has to be evaluated. Okay, so now I will hit on enter, and what I will try to do here is I will try to bring in the total sales value. Okay, and I'll also try to bring in same period last year. Okay, so if you see here we are able to get we are able to make the comparison between the current year sales to that of the previous year sales data. Okay, so uh, so maybe if you'd like to evaluate this easily with a table layout, you can convert this visualization into a table structure and then you can make this comparison. So let's quickly convert this into a table and try to bring in the same columns here as we see. So I'll just try to bring in this month from my calendar table, and so I'll try to bring in this month, and I'll place it before this. So I have my month, I have the sales and also the same period last year. Okay, so now I'll also try to add another slicer based on my month. Okay, so I'll just place it here. Okay, so now I'll just select this for March. Okay, so now what is happening with respect to the parallel period and the same period? So you can see the difference between here. So when we use the parallel period function, no matter which month we are trying to select on the slicer, it is still displaying the actual sales value, right? For that for that previous year sales value. So it is giving us the based on the year that we've selected on the slicer, it is giving us the total sales value for the previous year. However, this is not our intention. So we would like to see exactly for that current selection the previous year's data. So which means that since we've selected 2020 and March month, we would like to see 2019 March sales data, right? So that's why we had to use the same period of calculation here in order to get the exact data being distributed. So what we are going to do here is, so we'll just compare this data. So maybe I will try to increase this font. So I'll just increase it a little bit so that it's visible. Okay, so, and then we'll make this comparison. So now if you observe this two data, right, so these two tables together, when we are using the parallel period last year calculation for the entire duration of that particular year, we are seeing the total sales value for that last year data, right? And it is not breaking that, or it's not splitting that value, the total sales value, according to the individual months, right? So which is an error. So it's not like an error, but this is not how the data should be distributed instead. So that's why we have to use the concept like, or we have to use another function called same period, which would exactly give us the intent of what we are looking at. So if you see, the total sales value is just the same for both of them, right? However, when we are using same period in the calculation, this total sales is getting distributed according to the different months in that particular data. Okay, so this is how you can use both the functions. So same period will help us to get for that particular selected data, or for that particular selected period, we will get exactly the same previous year period data populated in that respective visual. So for example, if we select 2021 year, and maybe April from the month, then exactly the previous year data would be like 2020 April. So for that duration, for that particular month, whatever the sales value is being uh, shown, that would be populated in the respective visualization. So this is how we can use both the functions, and this is one of the important difference between both the functions. And there is also another difference that I can bring up here, which means that whenever you have the data, right? So whenever, like for two different years, whenever you're trying to compare the values, right? Whenever you try to bring in the previous state values being captured, then ensure that in both the years, if you have the complete records for all the months, then you can use either of them. But if some partial data is missing from that entire year's data, then the recommended or the recommendation would be that please go with the same period function, because it would give us exactly the intended output in the visualization. But if we use a parallel period, it will not give us the expected output. Okay, so these are some important differences between parallel period and same period last year, and we've also looked at how we can evaluate these expressions. So if you have missed the uh, discussion about parallel period function, I will share the link to that in the description, so you can just look back on that particular topic and come back to get the differences between both these functions. So I hope you understood these calculations and how to use these expressions together and when to use which function. So if you like this video, please do like, share and subscribe, and please hit on the notification bell icon. Thank you.